Welcome to another episode of the Mario Drive. I'm N64 Josh, and I've got Nintendo Land. What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing great. Ready to golf, man.
All right, let's do this. We got all kinds of fun questions. I'm going to let you let me know who so who's your main in this?
I'll let you take one crazy guess.
Okay, I'm gonna do something. You need to feel very special. Okay, so go for it. He's all yours.
I'm taking your guy.
Do it. Do it.
Man. No, I can't do that. I can't do that to you.
No, are you sure?
Oh, nope. I can't do that to you. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch it up for this one.
Okay, I was willing.
I'm gonna switch it up.
Did you get who you wanted, or did it pick for you?
Oh no, I think it just picked, but it's fine. It's good.
Okay.
No, we're good.
All right. Which course would you like here?
Ooh, goodness gracious. Let's do All-Star Summit. Let's go all the way down there. I'm feeling risky.
Okay. All right. This is a good one. I love this one. So we'll start on hole 1. And there's no super rush going on. We're literally playing this like old school, like just taking turns. Like it's like the way it was meant to be. So let's kick this thing off here. First Nintendo console.
Ooh. First Nintendo console. That would have to be. Actually, it's actually more confusing than I think because it's either the GameCube or the Game Boy Advance. I want to say GameCube was first. I grew up with Luigi's Mansion and Mario Sunshine as like my first enter points into the Nintendo world. So my dad used to wake me up at it was like 2 a.m. to like play Mario Sunshine or Luigi's Mansion. My mom didn't know, and he like, come on, let's finish a level real quick or something. Like, always been like a childhood memory. So I made it like a thing to always play Luigi's Mansion like once a year. So Nintendo made that easier this year by giving us that on the virtual console there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very, very cool. So
don't hit that break.
Your father would get you like wake you up middle of the night and be like, "Yo, let's do this."
Yeah, I remember like we were at the end of I think it was Luigi's Mansion. It was the final boss, and like I had to go to bed for school and stuff. And my dad was like eager to see the final boss, and he was like, "Let's just do it. Come on, wake up." I was like, "Dude, it's like 2 a.m." He's like, "Your mom's not gonna know. Who cares?" And so, yeah, we woke. I remember playing it all night, and I couldn't go to bed because I was just like, "Oh, it's so cool! It's Bowser's in here." And
that is so rad. I absolutely love that. I did something similar. I grew up on a farm, and so I would go help my dad, and we would be working until midnight, right? And I'm like super young, also like first grade, second grade, that kind of stuff. We would come home, pour a bowl of chips and salsa, and play Mike Tyson's Punch Out to see how far we could get on the NES. So those are very, very very fond memories. So it's super cool hearing that.
Yeah.
So okay, well, let's camp here for a little bit. You said GameCube and Game Boy Advance. Which Game Boy Advance games kind of got you hooked back in the day?
I remember playing a lot of Wario Land 3, believe it or not.
Okay.
And I don't know where that game came from. I remember it was like one that big chunky cartridges that would hang out the bottom.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I remember playing that like crazy. I played Mario Party Advance all the time. My friends thought I was silly for playing a single player Mario Party game, but I was like, you guys just don't get it. It's a childhood favorite, okay?
You just don't get it.
You just don't get it. It's the weirdest game ever, but you just don't understand. I mean, it was just memory stuff, man. Just stuff I grew up with, and none of the games really like stand out to me. They just have those memories. Like for instance, I had a lot of the ones where you turn the cartridge or you turn the console and it had like the motion. There was like WarioWare Twister or Twisted or something like that.
Yeah, Kirby has one, right? Turton, Twistin'.
Oh yeah,
Tumblers. I think it's on the NSO. Like
I'm glad you brought that up because I think Yoshi had one too. It was like I remember the Yoshi one. You're like the whole world turned and Yoshi would just slide. Those games were weird. It's so weird.
That's funny. Okay, well so then the last thing when it comes to Game Boy and GameCube, did you do any like link cable stuff?
I didn't.
No.
Growing up, like everybody around me was just like they grew up with like Xbox and PlayStation. I was like one of the only like Nintendo guys at the school, believe it or not, which kind of sucked. I mean, I couldn't really talk to anybody about the games I played or anything like that. They were all playing Call of Duty and stuff. And so no, I didn't get to do any of that with anybody, which sucked because like I've always wanted to play like Four Swords with people, and I never got to do that.
Oh, got it. Okay. I've been doing today in Nintendo history. Yesterday was Triforce Heroes. So
that's I just I think it was like, when was that? 2 years ago, the 3DS maintenance went down, or like the online play.
Yeah,
I actually got some people to play with from like the community, and I was like, man, I haven't played that game in so long. I don't hate it. People like really hate on that game. I find like some levels, it depends on who you're playing with, I think. Some people,
sure.
I mean, some of those dungeons could just be misery.
Yeah. Especially like I think the one time I tried to jump in and I just did it solo, and I may have tried to find a lobby, but like I feel like people were just running into walls, and like, it was just it was not the best experience. So we have a super chat from Attack the Backlog. Says, punch out for life, King Hippo, my nemesis. I love that. Well, here's the thing. Attack the Backlog, you are currently the high super chat right now. You get to pick our clubs for the next hole. So you get to decide which club we have to use, and we have to use it for the entire hole. So that'll make hole number 3 very, very interesting. Okay, keeping up with the questions here. Was the GameCube or the Game Boy, were they Christmas consoles for you?
GameCube, I think my dad already had it. So he had the PlayStation 1 and then the GameCube. I think both of those were just consoles that he had, and he was just like, hey, he just got me into those. I think my first Christmas memory was the Wii. I remember how hard it was to get your hands on a Wii back then. I mean, there was like people outside of the store like selling tickets to get in line to get one, and my dad was trying his hardest, and he just could not get one until like one day. He's a UPS man, so this guy on his route, he's just like, hey, I got an extra Wii in, would you want one? And my dad's like, it was like a big Christmas thing for me to, or like a big thing that I like to do was I'd bring my PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 up and play it on like their big TV, which was like one of those old, like really huge box TVs, plastic screen. And
you're talking so like the projection screen, right? Like,
oh yeah. It was just massive. Like you need a forklift to pick that thing up.
Oh yeah.
But I was so excited, like to bring up my PlayStation and play on that TV. And he's like, go get your PlayStation and come play on the TV. And I went down there, came up, and the Wii's all hooked up, and I was like losing my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, I played Wii Sports, and I think Wario wears Smooth Moves all night. It was just like one of the best memories, dude.
Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Okay, so Attack the Backlog, our driver is going to be the club that we can hit the ball the furthest with. And then, of course, like the sand wedge is going to be the in-between. You have 3 wood, 5 wood, 7 wood, 4 hybrid. I'm just looking at the list here. It just went away. So this is a par 3. So it would make it, if you want to be ruthless, make us pick the driver. If you, it could also be interesting too, because based on the, we've got to hit onto rocks. So if you make us pick like the sand wedge, that's gonna be interesting as well. So I'll let him decide if what he'd like us to do here. I do have the list of clubs on the side. You can see kind of how they work right there. So just let us know which one you'd like. Okay. This might be a tricky one. Favorite Mario game of all time?
Mario Sunshine.
Wow, that was so quick.
I'm trying not to let nostalgia take over. I mean, if I'm not being like, my childhood game and all that, it'd probably be Odyssey for sure. But I mean, Mario Sunshine, I love that game to death. That's a game that I could replay over and over again and never get bored. It's
I
just so
love that.
different.
Yeah, I love that. I'm in the middle of finishing it because when it came out, I got stuck on. I was trying to be a completionist with it, and so we have to use the driver. By the way, that's the. Thankfully, this is a long par three, so it's not as quite as brutal as what I experienced last week. So,
Oh boy!
but thank you again. Attack the backlog. I appreciate it. But yeah, so I'm in the middle of I'm at like 40 shines on my current playthrough that I've been like even like a week or two ago I was still playing. Like I got the Galaxy games and then started playing Sunshine. So,
Oh man,
it's the only 3D Mario I haven't completed. So, I was like, okay, I gotta complete this before the year's out. That's my goal.
I understand why people are like, I mean, it does for like as far as Mario games go, it feels so just different and just there is some jank to it. But I just love his movement in that game. Like even replaying Galaxy, it's just like I played it so many times. I know how the levels go, how the structure works. Where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do. Whereas Sunshine, yeah. I mean, you can just dive, jump, flip around, roll around. I mean, it just feels so smooth. I love the way that game feels. I love like the worlds. They're so different, unique. Even though they're like mostly beaches, it's just like you don't get that type of variety really.
For sure. Yeah. That level of jank, like that is so real. Like so real because so it's funny. I've had a number of people that are like, yo, right around the 40th shine sprite. I can't remember the level, the name of it, but like it's the one where at one point the entire thing is on fire and you have to go underneath and like do the jungle gym underneath. That camera gets so jacked up that there were times that I just fell without even like, I'm like, oh, that's the button to drop. Or like I would punch that panel that moves you across, jump up, and then I would cling to the panel as it was falling. And I'm like, I didn't even touch.
Well, it's funny. As a kid, I never knew that was the way to beat that level. I didn't even know about the underside for like years.
Okay.
And what I would do is I went to the river as soon as you get into the village, and I swam all the way underneath the thing by the tree that spawns when you put water on the ground. And I would just pretty much grab water and just flick it. And I kept flicking water and like creating a little path that takes you straight to the steps, which is like 10 times faster.
Yo, I started doing the same thing, and I was like, there's no way that this is how this is supposed to be. Like, this can't be real. This can't be real. And then I finally found the way out. But I was literally doing that same thing. Like, I'm like, okay, I jump in, jump back out, and it would just splash a little bit of water. And I was like, I'm still on the beach. What is going on here?
This can't be right.
I'm still in the sand. But yeah, that was... I think I'm still stuck there. Honestly, I don't think I've beat that yet, man. And I've burned through. I've burned through a lot of lives. In fact, I think I got a little bit detoured, and I started like just like going to other levels and finishing stuff up because I just got Yoshi and stuff like that. So that changes some things too, right? So
oh yeah,
yeah. So but I am having a good time with it. For sure. And I've been playing with a GameCube controller because, well, actually, you're a pretty big Mario fan. I'm going to show you.
Uh-oh.
So I play a lot of Smash. Okay. And so I have the Club Nintendo Mario controller. If it focuses here, come on now. I gotta do the influencer thing. Put my hand behind it. Yes, there we go.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah. So that's the Club Nintendo from Japan.
Oh my gosh, dude, that is awesome.
The guts are from Battle Beaver because I kept getting snapback from because like I said, I was just wearing GameCube controllers out left and right. So,
oh man.
So, but yeah, so I mean, I love that thing, absolutely love it, and I love playing Sunshine with the GameCube controller. It makes it that much more nostalgic. So,
oh yeah, it's all fun and games until they take Flood from you in those bonus levels. Then you're like, okay, now I'm seeing where that. He don't move so well.
Yeah, it can be rough. Yeah. You can totally see the inspiration for Galaxy in those levels.
Oh yeah,
like, and they were like, oh, all we need to do is add gravity to these things and it'll be fun.
It makes sense why they're just floating here.
Once there's gravity, it gets so much better. Well, moving along here. Wow, I just missed that putt. That's crazy. That's crazy. What am I doing? Okay, so Mario Kart, which is your favorite?
That's a good question. It's definitely not World. That's last place. No, I'm just playing.
Whoa.
No, I'm just joking. I make it sound like I think that, but I really don't think that. Mario Kart World's probably my second favorite, honestly. Mario Kart 8 is just my baby. I mean, that's been so much of my life. That game started that game in early high school, carried me all the way with the Switch version through college. I mean, and then all that. I mean, it was the game that also brought all my friends together. They didn't really play, like, we never all played together. We all played different things, but it's the first game that all 6 of us jumped on together. Everybody got Switches, everybody got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And like when that DLC came out, it was like the closest we've ever been. Like we were playing every single night. Yeah. I mean, I love everything about that game. I know people complain about, the way that the DLC courses looked and stuff. I don't care. I mean, they brought back so many classics. And I was just so happy to be able to have 96 tracks in one Mario Kart game is insane.
Oh, it's a lot. Yeah.
And it's just, joke. I mean, I love that game.
It ate up. I mean, it's my most played game on Switch at like 1,500 hours or something like that. Like I love it. Nice. World did take its place for me, but I think I'm very stubborn with Mario Kart and I refuse to race the meta. So it's always Pipe Frame and Mario for me. And Mario and his mechanic outfit in World is like everything I've wanted. His backwards hat. I love that classic. Like that is from classic artwork, right? Those from back in the day. And so I love that. But I also love digging into like the competitive side of things, and World is shaping up to be super, super competitive. So I'm getting destroyed right now in the lounge trying to get my chops up. Like
I'm telling you, just the mechanics alone, Mario Kart World's mechanics are brilliant. I mean, oh my gosh, I think every day if it like did what Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did, where it just had like a bunch of tracks, just like a stupid amount of tracks, 50 tracks or something, and like they all had like even like returning ones had that wall ride, that rail ride mechanics. I mean, those mechanics, I need those to return in the next Mario Kart. It changes everything, and that to me was my favorite part. So, just being able to successfully, like I know you've seen all those crazy tricks you can do in Bowser's Castle, like it's insane.
Oh yeah, so, I've started practicing those, and they're something else. And when you hit them, it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying. So yeah, it's a ton of fun. What did you like? We'll keep the conversation relevant to today. Like after seeing everything Sakurai's doing with Kirby Air Riders, how did it make you feel any kind of way about Mario Kart World?
I'm taking it you haven't seen my video today.
No. I will make sure I put it on tomorrow when I'm doing some editing and stuff, because
you're gonna start dying as soon as you see the thumbnail.
Oh wow, man. Okay, gotcha.
Well, I posted a on Twitter. It was like this could go either one of two ways. This could be like the Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct or that Mario Kart World Direct where it gave us nothing.
Yeah, I saw. Okay, I saw. Yeah.
So I was like, after that, I'm just like, man, that the amount of care and love and just, I mean, it just felt like for 60 minutes, I'm thinking, you got to show us some stuff to keep me interested. I was interested every second of that direct. I mean, I was like, just constant, like, oh, you can decorate your machines. You can decorate your characters with hats and stuff. And there's all these unlockable characters. The license. Yeah, that was awesome. I'm like, just little stuff like that. And it just, I know I'm trying so hard not to compare things, but the whole time I'm thinking, that'd have been nice to be able to decorate my cart in Mario Kart. That'd have been nice to, like, all those stickers. I can only place one in this little corner of my cart. It just, the whole time, I'm just like, that's awesome. wish Mario Kart did that. I wish Mario Kart did that. And just like it just kept going from like the little story mode that they have and just city trial and it just I mean, I grew up, like I said, with the GameCube. That was one of the earlier games I played was Kirby Air Ride. And even with that said, I wasn't really too big on the second one until this Direct. I mean, this Direct fully sold me.
Oh, like I've played it and really, really liked it. It sold me the moment I played it. I was like, oh, I get this now. Like it didn't show that well, but like as soon as I went hands on, I was like, oh yeah, I get it. I understand. After today, I'm like, who has the best pre-order bonus at this point? Like I want to know like what's going on here. But you just gave me another idea. I got to give a quick shout out to Mike Odyssey. Says Sakurai should be in charge of Mario Kart World. I think they should at very least have him come and do some consulting. I'm hoping that team was watching it going, But as you were talking about like the license and, I've been saying forever, at least let us do our banner, right? Like at least let us decorate the banner. And, but Nintendo sent me a Mario Kart jacket and it's loaded with patches from all the different Mario Kart brands, right? Like Bowser's Oil and all that kind of stuff. If they even gave us like a jacket for like at the end of the race, you know how the old games, your characters would stand at the end of the race. You could decorate your jacket, kind of customize your look, even if you didn't look that way during the game. It just seems like there's so much they could do that we're seeing from Air Riders. There's probably thousands of stickers, and we can use one.
Yeah, I know. And I was looking at it the other day because I was realizing that because I've got well over like 130 hours in the game already. And I was looking at like, as I'm racing online, I'm just randomly still getting stickers. I'm like, how? And I'm like going to the page. I'm like, oh, wait, there's like these super achievement that you can still get stickers. I'm like, dude, there's like so many, like you said, there's like thousands. I'm like, why can't we do anything with them? Because I'm like, there's some really cool stickers, but I don't care enough to dig through these pages to find one sticker to use. So like I got one that I liked from the beginning, and that's the same one I've been using since I got the game.
Ready?
So I saw that there were 16-bit stickers, and I'm like, I gotta have Mario as from Super Mario Kart, and I finally found it like in the Mario Circuit tracks. It's like up on top or something like that. You have to do a P switch, and you can get it that way.
Yeah,
I still don't have Mario in his Famicom hat. I have Luigi, but not Mario. And it's a random one apparently, because like I checked my girlfriend's, she has it. I checked how she got it. I've already completed that. I don't have it. So it's like one of the like some of it's RNG. So which one do you use?
I got a Pianta one, and I was like, yep, that's going there. It was like a purple, it was like one of those like retro wave. It was like all purple.
Oh, yes. Yep.
And it was like Pianta, a little blue outline of Pianta. I was like, that's freaking sweet. I want that. That's what's going to happen.
That is awesome. I love that. This is an interesting hole. A little bit tricky. We're going to be right next to each other, it looks like, on the beach there. So, all right. Well, okay. So I'm assuming you're racing with Mario in Mario Kart. Are you pretty much Mario everywhere? We're messing up your taking you out of your element a little bit tonight.
Yeah, a little bit, man. I'm like, dang. Every time you're up, I'm like, I pick up the controller real quick. I know my friends tease me all the time. They're like, "You are the most bland dude I've ever met in my life." Like,
oh yeah, that's what I hear. Is my kids all the same
all the time. They're like, all these characters, like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, are like, really? This Mario? And like, no, it's always Mario, always, no matter what do I play. And Mario Kart World is the first game ever that changed that.
Oh,
and there's so many good costumes for Mario, but there's some costumes for characters that I never like. Daisy's costumes are great.
Mm-hmm.
Like she just has like some really cool racer looking like a leather or not like a little zip up jacket thing that just looks really cool. And then like Lakitu has this racer outfit that looks awesome. So I'm like,
he's the most adorable character in the game. Dude. There's no question.
And I never would have chosen Lakitu ever. Like it just shows you like that's a spot where I've always wanted costumes for characters, not like the Tanuki Mario separate character stuff they did before. I wanted like actual costumes, and like that's one of my favorite parts of the game. So I mean, I mix it up. I think my favorite's probably still like the It's like the racer Mario with like the helmet and stuff. The biker. I really like that one.
Okay. That's cool. Very cool. Okay, here we go. What is one Nintendo game that you think more people should experience?
Ooh, that's a deep question.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be first party. Like it could,
Okay.
like maybe you. What's interesting is I've had people on before, and they're like their favorite game was like, or one of their favorites was like X-Men on the Game Boy Advance or something like that. Like something that just like they played it all the time as a kid, and that's what they loved. So
I would say, well, this one's hard because there's no way to really obviously play it right now, but outside your 3DS. But Kid Icarus Uprising would probably be mine. I think I got it for free. It was something like I used my rewards or something, and it was like one of those games. So I was like, oh, I'll try it. And dude, I fell in love with that game. I got hand cramps like crazy, but I fell in love with that game. You got to control. I don't know. Have you ever played Kid Icarus Uprising at all? Or?
I don't. So I don't remember if I've played it much. I have a very interesting story that I'll share as soon as you're done because it's
okay.
It's very interesting, honestly.
But yeah, like I found it because I remember like trying to move and it wouldn't let me move, and I found out you had to like you essentially had to use a stylus to move around. And dude, at the end of one mission, my hand would just cramp. But besides, that's the reason why like I just want that game on Switch so bad so I can have proper controls again. But dude, that game from its story, its characters, the writing, it's just wonderful. And once again, it's probably because of Sakurai, but
right.
I mean, that game is just, it's oozing joy. And when I heard that Sakurai was working on something, I know everybody was thinking like Smash. Obviously, we know it's Kirby Air Riders, but I was really hoping it was Kid Icarus coming back in some sort of form. I know he's been teasing at wanting to see a remake of the old game. And but yeah, that's a game I think a lot of people don't really talk about. Just, it's left on that 3DS. So, but it's awesome.
So you said you got it for free. This is one of those very strange instances where my son was at my mom's house and like reaches into a pocket or in the side of the couch or something and pulls this game out of thin air. Like literally pulled it out of thin air. And the weird thing is it was the second 3DS game he did that with. The first one was a third copy of Monster Hunter. He has no idea where it came from. Yeah. So I went out and bought the box and the stand and everything for this Kid Icarus game, just so that like if I ever decide to play it, I have like the stand for the hand cramp or whatever that you were talking about, So
I wish I knew about that.
Yeah, remember the box? Did you ever see the box that came in? Like it's like
I didn't because I just saw it on the eShop that one day. I was like, I'm just gonna buy it. I didn't even know much about it.
Yeah, it comes with a fat cardboard box, and then like there's a stand for the 3DS to like help you deal with the
arthritis.
Yeah, basically. So that's cool though. That's a great pick. I love hearing that. And it's one of those, like, especially hearing you talk about like the writing and the characters and that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, bring that back. Get that. Healthy Nintendo allows for some of those games to like see the light of day again. And that's not a series that's brought up in conversation that often. You always hear F-Zero, you always hear Star Fox, maybe a Punch Out thrown in there, but like Kid Icarus doesn't seem to get that same kind of doesn't really just have that same kind of love. And so I'm excited to hear that. And I do hope that one day we get to see more from that series. I think it'd be great.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, let's see here. That was a great answer. This is kind of fun. Which Nintendo boss fight do you feel like tested your patience the most?
Oh, man, that's a good question. Huh. Tested my patience. I'm like mentally just like going down the list. All right, Mario games, Zelda games. I feel like it would have to be Okay, I think I know. Kirby Triple Deluxe has it's on the 3DS. There's a I don't know if you've ever played through like the Kirby True Arenas and Arenas, which is like a boss gauntlet. Um, there's like this really hard boss gauntlet, and it's against the final boss, but it's like cracked out, like super difficult, 4 phases. And the only reason it's hard is because you go through like a 45-minute gauntlet of bosses. You get to this boss, and the stage has gaps. So if you fall, it's over. No questions asked. You got to restart the whole gauntlet all over again. Dude, as a kid, I died. I think I spent like, there's times I wanted to just snap the 2 screens in half, man. I was holding them like, it took me. There's 2 things I remember like with the 3DS that took me forever to finally complete. It was that, and then it was, believe it or not, Mario Golf. Was it World Tour on the 3DS?
Yep.
It was the hole-in-one, or I think it was either hole-in-one, or oh no, it was you had to get pars on every hole of this like par 3 18-hole course in like the sky. It was like the last mission. I still to this day haven't done it.
I don't think I've done it either. I put hours into that game. I loved the tournaments and all that stuff, but that I was like, I would jump into that like feeling good about myself and then leave not feeling great about myself.
I did it. I think like a year ago. I pulled it back out just to see like, I can't be that bad. Maybe it's just me. I'm getting older now. Maybe I can do it now. I did worse than I ever did. I'm like, no, I'm done. This is gonna stay incomplete.
Okay, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm throwing out a challenge right now to see which one of us can do it first. It doesn't have to be like right away, but periodically I'll tweet at you and be like, here's how far I got. Right.
Oh my gosh. What happens is you get to like, halfway through and you get towards the end and then your hands start sweating and you start, your heart starts beating and like, oh, it's just too much pressure. Like, cause you have to put the ball like within 10 feet with those greens because those greens are crazy.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because the ball will roll right off into space.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not cool. It's not cool.
That is my favorite Mario Golf game, though, I will say. It's probably one of my favorite Mario sports games. After Sluggers, probably.
Yeah, it's up there for me as well. Like, I used to have a tournament for the longest time with the podcast. Everybody would play every week because they didn't have to. You would just go in and see everybody else,
That's awesome.
like golfing. But it didn't matter when you did it. It was asynchronous. So it was perfect. And why we didn't get that game was packed full of stuff that we don't have in this game. And and what's crazy is that game didn't even break 500,000 in sales.
You had all these awesome courses. There was like a Donkey Kong course, the Yoshi's Woolly World looking course. I'm like, what? Where is that at? Like, come on, that's what we need.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Really sad that we didn't get that this is missing some of the stuff that was on that one because it was just stellar, absolutely stellar.
Yeah, like this course, it has like those Mario vibes. I'm like, but the rest is just like the desert. It's slightly orange.
Well, what's funny, if you go and play like the GameCube game or the 64, it is on par, no pun intended, with those games. Like that's how the golf games have always been, was like that. So it's just when you get those really cool, like you were saying, Donkey Kong, Woolly World, that kind of stuff, like it's hard when it doesn't show back up. That's for sure. Man, I'm not doing so hot. You're killing me right now.
I'm telling you right now, this is straight luck because I don't know what happened that first hole. How I even got par. I hit like 3 blocks, and I'm like, how am I still? How in the world did I finish with par?
I'm gonna have to step up my game in the. We're on hole 12 here, so
you might have found me a new main. I'm like, hold on, Mario. Hold on.
That's great. That's great. Well, have you played this game enough to where like you unlock the different stars with the characters?
Oh yeah, I suffered. Yeah, I got all those badges, and I remember. Yeah.
So you know how it is.
Oh yeah.
All right, taking a look here. Most memorable multiplayer moment on a Nintendo system.
That is so easy for me right away. Splatoon on the Wii U was it was probably one of my biggest Nintendo, like one of the games I spent the most hours on ever. I mean, I hand was bleeding on that Wii U gamepad, dude. I played that thing until there was nothing left to play. I was following up on the updates every single week when the new weapons were coming. I was reading stats. I was going through like the meta, and I was trying to become like the best. And for some reason with the other two games, I kind of just like, played it here and there. But I don't know. I think it's because I just wore myself out with that first game, dude. That was something special. And I think most of it too was, like I said, like all my friends grew up playing Call of Duty and stuff, and I never really did. I grew up playing nothing but just Nintendo games, and there was never a Nintendo shooter really outside of like Metroid Prime, I guess you could count. So that was like my first kind of look into like a third-person shooter, and I was hooked.
Did you ever play Time Splitters on the GameCube by chance?
I did not.
Okay. That on the box it says heir apparent to GoldenEye, and it was a lot of Rare developers that ended up making that, and so I was so hopeful Perfect Dark was going to be coming to the GameCube, and then Microsoft bought Rare, so that went away. So that was the closest thing to that. Like it's almost a boomer shooter at this point. Like it's kind of how they. But so I did something similar with Splatoon 2. I went for Perfect Gear. Like all I did was focus on Perfect Gear, and I have a number of pieces. But then by the time 3 hit, I was like, I'm not as into this as I should be. Like. I
think 3 just kind of threw off the balance too, because I was doing something similar. I was trying to get it was like the green freshness flag for each weapon, which is like you had to get like 5 consecutive wins or something like, or like every time you win you get 2 points, every time you lose 1 point, but you had to get 5 to get a green flag for each weapon. And I think once they announced Splatoon 3, I was like, I'm done. Like this, come on, man.
Yeah. So, okay. Let's see here. Splatoon. I'm gonna go off script a little bit. So you got 1,000 hours in Smash. Like, what's your history with Smash? And like, do you play it like a party game? Do you play competitive? What? How do you enjoy it?
Definitely no party game. I mean, my friends strict rules, man. We're there to smoke each other. Like we're there to take like 3 stocks, all the rules that like.
Yeah, competitive.
But no, I grew up playing. I played a little bit of Melee, not much to where I remember it as much, but I know I definitely played it. But Brawl was really my intro to the series, really deep. My friend would just kill me at the game all the time, and that's when I started to get like that competitive edge. I was like, all right, I see this next one is mine. So Smash 4, dude, my Mario that was my dude. Of course, who you never would have thought, but.
1,000-year up tilt is what we called it, right?
I'm telling you, that up tilt was
it
was doing numbers back then, but it was
yes.
It was for Smash Brawl, it was that like Subspace Emissary was like everything to me. Seeing all those Nintendo characters like interact in that story, that's what really like got me sold. And it really just sucked so bad when I found out like the next 2 games would not have a story mode like that. Because that's like something I dreamt about seeing again, especially when you look at the roster of Smash Ultimate. I'm like, man, seeing like Mega Man and Pac-Man and stuff talk with Mario and Link and stuff would have been like, oh my gosh, awesome. That was an amazing bounce.
That was a great shot. Like, good luck on that one.
But I Smash Ultimate, just like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, was like that big thing for me and all my friends where they were doing like the drive around campuses, and I went to Ohio State, so they came during the Michigan game, and so like I got to go. Now that was a great shot. Oh my gosh. They pulled up with a truck, and me and my friends got to go out there and play Smash Ultimate early. And it was awesome, dude. And
so cool.
We all went to the midnight release, and we've been playing it like nonstop for like 4 years. And of course, with all that DLC, I mean, why wouldn't we? So we just kept playing, and I mean, all the way up till I think about a year ago, we really started to slow down. But yeah.
So Mario main, do you have any pockets? I'm assuming Mario main is that your main?
No, actually, that was for Smash 4. My mains were Mario and Cloud and Little Mac. Little Mac was just hopeless, but I had to finally get rid of that one.
He always is.
Yeah, but for I think starting off with Ultimate, it was definitely Inkling. Oh, I didn't even realize it was me. Once again, I'm thinking Mario.
Yeah, you're all good.
But yeah, I think it was Inkling and then Samus and Dark Samus. Those were my mains until the DLC started coming out, and then like I fell in love with Steve, dude. My friends hate me. They still hate me to this day.
Okay.
The minecart. I was learning all the setups with like building and trapping you in like little blocks and throwing the minecart out, and I could do like a little trick where I put the 2 walls down real quick and throw the minecart and bounce back and forth between them and trap them, and they would get they hate like they started making rules every time we would play, or even if we were like playing for party or having fun. It was like, no, Landon, you're not being Steve. This is a toxic character. You're not doing this. And yeah, and I've never played Minecraft, which is the funny thing. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I never played Minecraft. Didn't know anything about them, and I was just like, this is awesome.
That is hilarious. I love hearing that. I'm kind of similar. Mario. I'm a Mario main. I have been since I've played all the Smashes, but I didn't start taking it serious until 4. That's when I started learning competitive. And then like we were saying, that 1,000-year up tilt. Still played Mario and Ultimate. But when I wanted Mithra Pyra before, like I wanted them to be in the original, like the main roster, and so or somebody from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like I just wanted to see them represented somehow, or see, And so when they got announced, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna, and they're the only characters I have in Elite. I've been trying to get Mario into Elite forever, but the only one I can get in are Mithra Pyra. I'm just like, come on.
You just reminded me of torture. I remember that too. Oh my gosh. I think there's like 10 characters I didn't get, and it got down to characters like Lucas, where I was like, I can't do this. I can't. It was like Lucas, Jigglypuff, just characters that I just like. Lucario, which I've never played. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. So you have a number of them in Elite though.
Oh yeah, I spent like a whole year learning like the meta around each character, how they like work all their quirks, just to try. Like, as soon as I got them into Elite Smash, never played with them again online. It's like, never again. Nope, you got there. But no, there's like 10 of them that I just couldn't do.
That's a fun challenge for sure. Like, I know a few characters I've tried with, like Mega Man. I'm like, my GSP or whatever is like so low.
I can never figure Mega Man out. He just, I wanted to so bad, I just couldn't.
Yeah, he's a tricky one. I used to run tournaments and stuff all the time, so I would find different people in the community that main different characters, and so I'd grab tips off of people as much as I could, to like try to get. And there was a number of Mega Man players, so I would watch them pretty closely just to see if there was something I could pick up. So I see Nady Nay is here. He likes Little Mac in Smash. At least trying Little Mac. That poor guy just can't. Little Mac just can't get any love, unfortunately.
I feel like with my friends, it was either like I was destroying them with Little Mac, or I was getting destroyed. Because when you lock in and you're just having a good match, keeping your feet on the ground, like you can go crazy with him. But dude, as soon as they grab you on that ledge, I'm just like, I'm putting the controller down. Like, you got it.
That's tough for sure. So, okay, well, I think I may know the answer to this one, but maybe it's different. And if it is the same as before, then we can move on to a different one. But if you could remake one classic Nintendo game, what would it be?
I'm not gonna say Kid Icarus, because I kind of already said that, so I'm gonna pick something else. Man, it's harder when I realize I've been so spoiled. They gave me everything I've ever like. Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door would have always been my answer, but you have that now.
I mean, that works though. That works if it's if that was on the list until a year ago.
Oh yeah, but I'll say just because the game is just so special to me, I would love to see them remake Luigi's Mansion 1 just to have that dark essence of Luigi's Mansion back one more time. Because it seems like they're definitely moving away from that, but I would love to see like them really go all in, like the Simon and Richter trailer for Smash, where it was just so dark and they had Luigi running around and stuff. I would love to see like new lighting and everything to like really, dig into that and make it like really dark, creepy, realistic. And I would love to see something like that, especially when you look at the graphics of Luigi's Mansion 3. Like, dude, I would love to see that brought over for Luigi's Mansion 1.
Yeah, that would be. I've only seen very little of the first Luigi's Mansion, so it'll be my first time with it when it comes out. So, but I have heard that it is much darker than and a little less playful than the other ones. So
it feels like a whole different game at times. It's really, I mean, there's elements that I'm like, man, this is kind of dark for like a Nintendo game. Because when I was a kid and I played it, I was like kind of a little spooked out by certain areas and certain scenes. I was like, man, this is kind of creepy. So yeah, like you'll be surprised because did you play 3 and 2 at all, or?
I'm like 3/4 of the way through both of them.
Okay, so you'll have a good idea of how those feel. And like, yeah, it's more like laid back and more goofy. The ghosts are more goofy. Where in the first game, they're like kind of like legit trying to kill Luigi. It feels like none of them are messing around. There's no games.
It's more like a Ghostbusters kind of. Yeah, got it. Which I think that was the original inspiration with like the poltergeist and that kind of stuff. So it makes sense. So Nate says also Ness. He plays Ness and Max. So and Much Games is on deck here for the second. I'm playing another round tonight because he's a West Coaster, so it's a little trickier to try to get the times to match up. So he says, "Yep, the lighting is a lot better on Luigi's Mansion 1. It is too light on 3." So there you go. I love that.
Yeah,
Look at this course. It's Bowser in the clown car. Like,
it's awesome. I forgot all about it until I was looking at the list. I was like, oh yeah, it's awesome.
Let's see here. Get over. Oh
yeah.
Whew. Nothing like. I think I'm on the lips of the clown car. Okay, well, let's see here. Favorite piece of hardware, Nintendo hardware?
As much as I have memory, I think the Wii's like my favorite memories, but the Switch is just so good. I mean, you really can't beat it. To be able to I take the thing everywhere. Like even if like me and my dad go golf every Saturday morning, and sometimes he drives us to like really far away courses, and I'll just bring the Switch, or if I'm waiting for my wife when she's shopping, I'm like, I can pull the Switch out in the car or something. It's just so convenient, and then being able to take it at home, and then just now with Switch 2 having a more powerful one. I mean, there's nothing much more I could ask for a console.
Yeah, no question there. I want to know maybe a hot take, maybe not. How are you feeling about Pokemon Legends ZA?
I am enjoying myself. This is actually my second only Pokemon game.
Oh.
Ever. I started with, believe it or not, Sword. So
really?
And all my friends were diehard Pokemon fans, and they're like, this game's so mid. And I'm like, I'm having a blast. I'm like filling my decks, just smiling, enjoying myself. And they're like, you just don't understand. You didn't grow up with the rest of these games. So I'm not easily impressed. I'm like, well, I am easily impressed. And I'm just like, this is cool. I'm having fun. So, I mean, I'm having a blast so far. I know people complaining about the graphics and stuff. I don't care. I mean, I'm filling my decks, running through the streets, just having a blast, trying to learn as I go. And it's fun for me.
I love that. Yeah. I had somebody message me today, used to be the co-host on the Nintendo Powercast. And he's like, yo, I think this Pokemon game is literally my favorite Pokemon game ever. So I was like, I love it. He just turned 40, and so I don't know. I'm not sure how many of them he's played throughout the years, but he's like, this one is my favorite. I can't put it down. I'm like, hey, that's love hearing that. So, okay, let's see. Okay, this will be fun, especially since I know you play Smash. If you could add any character, who do you want to see in Smash that's not there yet?
That's a good question. Now I'm trying to think. Is there anybody left that I need? Oh, okay. I just saw a mod for this the other day. This is something that back when the Smash ballot was a thing, I actually wrote this in. Someone just made a mod for Paper Mario. And everybody's like, oh, it's just going to be a Mario. No, if you play Paper Mario, that is not going to be a Mario clone. That character could be awesome. I mean, with all the partners throughout all the series and the different like things that you could fold into using, like, for instance, his hammer, which Mario doesn't use in his main moveset. So I'm like, dude, there's so much you can do. Because Mario right now doesn't even play like Mario's full potential. So I'm like, dude, I would love to see Paper Mario.
I just saw. I think I saw a similar mod. I also saw a Thwomp recently.
I saw that too. I know.
Like it's just down attack, just down attack.
That's all it was. Just drop down.
So funny.
I'd say also probably if I had to pick a third party, it'd be Crash Bandicoot, because I was actually pretty surprised that one didn't make it. I mean, just looking at all these like, big names, I was like, man, it'd been really cool to get Crash in there too. With Mega Man, Pac-Man, and all of them. It'd been, old platforming mascot would have been awesome. But
look at you, number one. You smoked me. You smoked me.
That was pure luck.
I think you were bagging a little bit. I think you were like, I haven't played this in forever. I'm gonna check your.
You gotta check. I'm telling you, I'm like,
no,
I just started today to update it, and I was like, man, this is an update on this thing. How long has it been?
I love it. Well, thank you so much. Will you do me a favor and just kind of shout out where people can connect with you and your content?
Yeah, you can find me Nin10land on Twitter, YouTube, where I'll be probably talking about Kirby Air Ride here a lot here soon. Hopefully we get some more info on that Age of Imprisonment, and I'll be talking about that too. Just kind of covering the rest of the stuff for the rest of the year.
Right on. Okay, well, I will be hitting you up periodically to see how that par 3 that par 3 course is going on 3DS. I'm gonna dust it off
now. Oh man, I'll try it.
Yeah. So, and I want to schedule some time to play some Smash with you. I think that would be a lot of fun. Sounds like we could potentially have some good matches. So I would love to do that. So, well, thanks so much, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be back in basically a minute to start round 2 with Much Games. So appreciate you. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.